I haven't actually.
This is just the first time?
Oh yeah, I lost my through.
He added that into a fact like it was like a fun fact. You mean to tell me you lost your V card after you caught a body? Bro, you 30 years old trying to end somebody's life. You worried about the wrong bodies. Get some cheeks. You. Tuba to do, man. It is your boy, Abdul up next, and I am back with another video today, man. Yes, Sirski. It's a beautiful, wonderful day until I read the title of this video, because this title made me spit my food out. This title made my eyeballs almost pop out my socket. But I want everybody to say RIP to these headphones. I don't know why I had these crippled headphones for so long anyways. These headphones were handicapped. They had me hearing out stuff with 2006 headphone quality. I was better off using school headphones than these. These joints was half broken. They were lagging, bruh. It was hanging on a thinner thread than the baby holding on to his career. I don't want to just break these. I want to throw these like Tom Brady. I lost aura for looking back. But we're out with the old and we're in with the zesty headphones, y'all. We're so actually back. First time using some actual working headphones, and I honestly feel like my neck could move in ways I didn't know it could move. I'm over here practicing. I'm like, yo, I can actually do it now. There was a scumbag who lost his V card to his mom's corpse.
What?
You should have been swallowed, buddy. This man couldn't even get it with a living organism, so he had to catch his mom. I know you love your mom, but not like that, bro. You don't drink breast milk no more. Once you get past that age, this is just unacceptable. You watching too many of them videos on the hub, ain't you? Yeah. This kid's weird. And we're gonna watch this video and be disgusted. Like this video, make sure to subscribe to More Abdul Up Next, because that's my backup channel and I will be posting there today. I'm trying to get consistent there, and I'm trying to get consistent with the streaming stuff too soon. So Christmas break, keep your eyes out open for Dooley Up Next on Twitch.
Kimberly Diane Hill was born in Miami, Oklahoma on March 28, 1963 to parents Clyde Ray Hill and Sharon Violet. The final post to her Facebook account reflects
who got cracked by her children.
On March 25, 2014, she wrote, "Cher concert was the best show I've ever seen."
This is why I suggest gooning. This is exactly why I suggest people, whoa, look, I don't suggest everybody to goon, but if you're getting freaked out enough to go look at your mom's corpse during a funeral and say, I'd absolutely hit that, you might as well just use your right hand till it falls off your body. The clarity would have told you you're tripping.
But most of all, Kimberly was a selfless and devoted mother of two. She had a daughter named Desiree Hill and a son named Kevin Davis Jr.
Holy, Kevin Davis Jr., this looks like the guy. Bro looks 21 and 42 at the same time. Look at his hairline. It's already beefing on him. It's already betraying him. Not gonna lie, Kevin Davis is pretty cooked. That's unsavable.
Little did she know that just over a year later, Kevin was about to change all of that.
On March 27, 2014, at approximately 10 a.m., Officer Matt Marmon, as well as other officers from the Corpus Christi Police Department, responded to a call for a welfare check at apartment 1707 at the Windrush Apartments. That apartment was rented by none other than Kimberly Hill. This was prompted after the Nueces County Sheriff's Department received a bizarre confession.
What?
According to sources, a couple in nearby Robstown were sitting down watching TV when they heard their doorbell ringing. According to the homeowner, Timothy Johnson, a young guy was there wanting to know if we'd call 911 because he committed a murder, so we called the cops.
You mean to tell me this guy that looks like he's 35 and still plays Roblox to go rizz up kids knocked on a random person's door and said, yo, I just caught a body? I would have closed the door on his face. I would have closed the door on his big old head, then called the cops. I already knew he looked suspicious. People be lying, and I'm tired of that. You gotta start calling out the school threats. Everybody and their mama could have known. Look at him. He looked like a threat to multiple societies. He looked like a threat everywhere he goes. He looked like he anime run. He looked like he got no friends. Of course we're scared.
When I asked him, who did you he said his mother. I said, how did you her? With a hammer. I beat her to I said, why did you do it? Lots of reasons. That's all he would say. Never told me nothing else. Officer Marmon and company entered the apartment where, sadly, they found Kimberly dead in one of the bedrooms.
Oh my God. What did she do to you? Lots of things. Don't tell me this was one of those guys who would be yelling at his mom, Mom, leave me alone. Oh my gosh, Mom, you get on my nerves. Probably calls his mom by her first name, curses in front of her and all type of stuff. He's that type of person when you see him talk to his mom, your heart drop for him every time you hear him talk because you would never say that to your mom. He that person. R.I.P. Mom. A hammer? Who do you think he was? Triple H? Brother, you built like Greg Heffley, not Triple H.
According to the officers, it looked like that she had been bludgeoned to death with a hammer.
Bludgeoned?
Kevin was taken into
that
the
does 20 damage at a time. You think he in Fortnite?
He was interviewed by detectives Richard Garcia and Ramiro Torres.
Saying earlier, you talked to some people.
Oh, this is the interview.
Off your chest.
After he did it.
You know, we're here to listen to you.
Why are you here? What happened?
Tell us what happened.
Well, has anybody gone to the house yet? Do you really?
We know what happened.
We have, but we want to hear it from you.
Or we have an idea. You're the only one looking for it. Start at the beginning, man. What caused all this?
We're just going to cut away for a second here and paraphrase what Kevin told the detectives. He claimed that he asked his mother for permission to remove himself from this earth, if you catch my drift. When the detectives asked him why, this is what he told them.
I'm bored with life. I don't like life. I don't like people. I don't like living it, basically. There's really anything depressing about it. It just is what it is.
Yeah, if this ain't the weakest excuse I ever heard. If this ain't the weakest excuse. So you don't like your life because you're a loser and you don't want to take initiative to make yourself better, so you put pain onto your own mother? Do you realize she went through 9 months to hold you? Gang, she got cracked and held you for 9 months, bro. Do you know how giving birth goes, bro? She had to push you out like this, gang. She opened her legs and showed a random doctor her cat, and you did this weak excuse. Now, I know a lot of people who might be going through stuff, man. I didn't even have moments where I'm going through stuff, but sometimes you just got to sit down and realize, bro, you ending your life, you're ending like a bloodline of lives, like your moms, your cousins, your aunties, your uncles, your friends, your family. You're affecting 200 people. That's 200 people you inflicted pain on because you didn't take the initiative of being the bigger person to your problems. Sometimes you just got to do that. Sometimes you just gotta do it. It's no excuse. We want excuses. We want to be pitied. There's no time to be pitied, bro. You can be great. Go be great, bro.
I wrote the note. I did.
When did you write the note?
Around 6-ish, 7-ish. And then on a whim, actually, I turned it over, wrote a plan to both my mother and my sister, quite frankly, because that's always been a thing of mine. I'm a bit of a pervert.
We'll be back.
He proceeds to say he's a bit of a perv. What does any of your mom and sister's life exactly have to do with being a perv? What are you doing disclosing information that I personally would not even tell Batman? Like, there are just some things you should take to the grave, and this man's just letting it all fly and loose. Oh, you just gave up, huh? You just know it's over. Bro woke up today feeling like Chris Benoit.
Is it like a fantasy thing?
It is, actually. So, that didn't happen. Best laid plans never work out, apparently, or at least the one scribbled on a piece of paper. Because she had decided she was sick of this stuff, and she was going to go send me to live with my sister again. And so I kind of leapt off in a fury and just did it right then and there.
Okay. You did what?
Well, I tried to strangle her with a cord, a ripped cord from a video game console controller. That didn't work, huh?
Where was this at your brother's finger?
She was sitting on the couch watching TV.
Okay.
That didn't work out too well. She started screaming, and so I went to her room, opened a drawer at the very bottom to the right. I pulled out a hammer. I went back in the living room, and well, you kind of get the gist from there.
I actually don't get the jits from there, bro. The way you're making it seem like a day in your house was an average day at WWE SmackDown. That sounds like a no-holds-barred match. That sounds like the type of stuff Undertaker was doing to Triple H, bro. I'm confused. Isn't this supposed to be your mama? You couldn't have found anything better to do, like, asking for help with your homework? You mentioned everybody but the fact of a father. Did you just not have one of those? It's already weak to end somebody's life, bro. It's weak to take somebody's life. But then you did it to a woman. Makes you even weaker. As men, we don't even touch girls. If a girl swing on us, we lose the fight, and we brag about it, bro, because a lot of sissies would have acted like a little girl when they had to deal with a woman, bro. But personally, I run for my life every time I get swung on. I was raised well.
She was out pretty quickly. Kind of tried to play dead at first, but then...
She tried to play what?
So you hit her with a hammer when she was sitting in the sofa in the living room?
No, first I tried to strangle her, and that didn't work. She grabbed the cord, so I raced back into her room, grabbed the hammer, came back out, and then did it.
How many times did you hit with a hammer in the living room?
At least 20. But then
What?
she was still alive. I dragged her
20?
into the room, as you probably clearly saw. And then I kind of formed my hands into her brains to kind of just cut it.
He formed his hands into her brain. What the actual fuck, dude?
She was still snoring.
Okay. So she was still alive?
She was still alive.
And you went in there and you kind of grabbed those brains?
Yeah, I just finished it.
Alright.
Why is he saying this like he just like a pro? Like, this is how LeBron talks about winning NBA finals. I don't understand how interviewers can even sit this close to a guy this sick. I would hear him talk one time and I automatically would have told him, bro, you a weird guy. I would have had to be completely honest with him. You telling me that what he has to say don't make you just want to reach across that table and just hit him with one of these? Oh! You need to snatch him up. I couldn't sit across from this guy. I would want to disappear just like his dad did out his life.
And then what did you do after that?
Then I had sex with her corpse.
You did? Okay. Did you cut her?
I did, actually.
Have you ever done that before, like that? Sorry.
No, I haven't, actually.
This was just the first time?
Oh, yeah, I lost my to a corpse.
Okay. Did you change in the bathroom? Did you?
I did. I took a bath before then. Well, that's a little personal, but yeah, I needed to clean it off, and so, and then I changed.
Okay.
He added that into a fact like it was like a fun fact. I lost my V card to a corpse. To your mother's corpse. You mean to tell me you lost your V card after you caught a body? Bro, you 30 years old trying to end somebody's life. You worried about the wrong bodies. Get some cheeks. Yo, cheekless asshole. Stressed and cheekless. He stressed and cheekless. He done turned into a Plants vs. Zombies character. You didn't feel wrong, not one bit. Your mom. You ended her corpse. Then you finished off like you was holding in No Nut November for the entire month with no shame into your mom and then admitted to another person. Bro, there's no way you don't get the penalty. Screw the penalty. You just need to whip that out and do it right then and there. I can't decide one thing wrong with this guy. I think it's legitimately everything. He said that without being disgusted of himself, without thinking about the fact that he sounds like a complete weirdo and with no shame. His mama should have swallowed him.
How about your sister? What's your sister's name?
Desiree Hill.
Is she okay?
She is okay, yeah.
Okay. Where does she live?
Spanish-looking building.
Mm-hmm.
It's an old apartment complex.
Spanish-looking building.
Was it a fantasy of yours to as well?
It
was.
Did you
write down that on your note?
Oh, I did, actually, but I decided against it because, well, I'd had my fill of I didn't think a little much.
It seemed a little much.
Excessive, yeah.
Excessive. All right. You tell me what's excessive about dropping that soap. I hope you're not excessively dropping that soap. It's not a joke to say it, but I do hear that zest in that voice. Not a bad thing, but I'm just saying, bro.
Pretty big woman, she's heavy.
Yeah.
Hey, is she your natural mother? Biological mother?
Yeah, actually, she is my natural mother.
Mm-hmm.
I take after my father.
Okay.
Hey, what kind of thrill did you get by having...
I'd always loved my mother, I guess in the wrong sort of way, but...
What?
A kind of love, I guess.
This guy gotta immediately be dealt with. Imagine life is really like Fortnite, and after you lose your life, you just sit there and can spectate where your body was and who picks up your loot. And she has to genuinely, like, it gets worse, bro. Some hood dudes gotta watch the ops, like, post gang songs to them, like, oh, bro, she had to watch her son cracker. I know she immediately went to the lobby. I gotta use
Desiree, my sister, because I knew she was... she's a good girl, but rather sensitive. I knew she would lose her head if she kind of saw that.
Do you remember what the note said?
Keep your head. Hurry. She might still be alive, although I highly doubt it in parentheses. Something along those lines. Yeah, sincerely.
But when you wrote the note, you knew your mom was already dead?
Oh, yeah, I knew it. And, you know,
so you're just messing with Desiree by writing that she might still be alive?
Yeah, my sick sense of humor.
Okay.
I was pretty well off my rocker by then.
It's crazy because bro thinks talking like he got some sense right now is gonna get him out of jail. You're not getting out of this situation, bro. We're gonna put you not in a mental health hospital, a prison, right next to a homeless person that's just gonna sit there and watch you use the bathroom. You're gonna share a cell with a homeless dude who really just in there because he need a place to chill and stay. He can't afford no home. And it's crazy that he described his sister as sensitive and that's why he left a note, but newsflash, buddy, anybody's overreacting if they seen their mom get knocked or ended out or get sent to the gulag, sent back to the lobby by their little brother. How does that make her sensitive? You're beyond a lunatic. Like, stop trying to act deep and woke. You're not deep, bro. You just not deep, bro. You just not deep, bro.
Well, despite how I ended her
watching
life,
all that anime, bro. You're not one of them.
By the more artistic ways of a meticulous manner, the way they cut them open, and just slice them to pieces. I mean, such care, such love.
Oh, brother. Every time this man talks, it just reminds me more and more how he stinks. Yo, somebody just tape his mouth. He just sat up here and told me I'm infatuated by the artistic creation of another reason you should have been swallowed.
You gotta go. How about that? What is that? He's not in the picture, your dad?
No, not really. He's an idiot.
Yo, interviewers, stop asking rhetorical questions. We knew this kid had no dad. He called his dad an idiot, but you're sitting in front of interrogator's face because you just ended your mom's life. Are you sure your dad's an idiot? I think y'all both idiots. If he an idiot, it run in the family.
Truthfully,
yes, definitely.
I would him.
How about us? You think you want to kill us?
Oh, no. Rather, men aren't my thing, actually.
Women.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I don't. I've never had a girlfriend.
No.
Why am I not shocked? Also, good.
Yo, she's absolutely roasting you, bro. Yo, bro said men aren't my thing, so you would only end a girl's life. This guy just sounds absolutely weak. You never had a girlfriend, so you treat him like an object? Yeah, bro. I'm not, at this point, it ain't even W farming no more. This kid is just weird. Before yesterday. Maybe that's why he's in a good mood.
Well, I guess since I'm being quiet about it, I might as well tell you now. Yeah, and it's on the note too, the PS part. We used to have a gray cat named Claire. Oh yeah, he's a thing of mine too. Now you know. And so I killed it. I found it, and then I cut it open, and you know the rest. You kind of get the rest.
Yeah, the cat, the dead cat.
Yeah.
He did absolutely what with a dead cat? All right, whoa. It's time to do a little pause there. Did you just say a dead cat? After this meal, after this conversation, you're getting executed. Bro done did enough crime. You're making Osama bin Laden look like a saint. A dead cat? You were thirsty, desperate. Woman must have hated you in your life. How many L's did you have to take to sit down and think, maybe a dead cat is valid? Nobody ever looked at no dead cat and said, yo, they look double cheeked up. Yo, they look like fine. Nobody.
He eventually did plead guilty to all charges. At his sentencing hearing on Wednesday, October 8th, 2014, he was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole in 2044.
Jail, death, hell, whatever can keep him off the streets long enough is always what I'm going to support. Like this video right now. Let me know what you think about this guy in the comments. I mean, if you don't comment what you think about this guy, that means you rock with him, bro. He's a freaking weirdo. Like this video right now if you don't like that guy, bro. Shout out to these 4 people right here. If you didn't know, I give a shout out to 4 people at the end of every video. And if you want to shout out like these 4 people, like this video and let me know you did in the comment section. And I'll give you a shout out, man. It's your boy Abdul up next and I'm gone.